Good morning. Welcome back to our science class. Now we are in week 12. Our lesson is chapter 6, lesson 6. What is water cycle? Pages from 273 to 277. So let's see the objectives of the lesson. To understand the vocabulary, that is precipitation and water cycle. To know about the process of evaporation. To explain the process of condensation. To differentiate weather from climate. To have an idea about thunderstorm, flood and drought. So, you know that earth water exists as solid, liquid and gas. So actually what is? Did you know that there is no new water on earth? It all gets recycled and reused in a process that we call the water cycle. The water cycle is a way that water moves all around the earth. It never stops and doesn't really have a beginning or an end. It is like a big cycle. So, water cycle means the movement of water from the earth's surface into air and back again is water. So, what are the four steps of water cycle? Evaporation, condensation, precipitation and storage or collection. Let's discuss one by one. Maybe you studied in our previous classes. So the first step of water cycle is evaporation. Evaporation is when the sun heats up water in seas, rivers, lakes, ocean and glaciers and turns it into water vapor or steam, and this rises up into air or atmosphere. Water is also evaporated through the plants and soil through the process is called transpiration. The water vapor cannot be seen with naked eyes. So evaporation means liquid water changes into water vapor in air or atmosphere. This process is called evaporation. Step of water cycle is condensation. As the water vapor rises higher in the air or atmosphere, it cools and condenses. Condensation means that water changes from gas to liquid or from water vapor into water droplets, forming the clouds in the sky. Clouds contains millions of tiny droplets of water. Means condensation means this water vapor or again change back into liquid water droplet. This process is called condensation. And the third step is precipitation. The water keeps condensing to form clouds. But when there is too much accumulation or collection of water in these clouds, the clouds become heavy. This means the air can no longer hold this much amount of water and the water start to fall back to the earth in the form of rain. If the atmosphere is cold enough, the form of precipitation changes from rain to snow or sleet. So this is precipitation. Last step is collection or storage. Water storage in the last stage. Rain or melted snow flow back into water bodies like seas, rivers, lakes and glaciers. Rainwater is also soaked up by the soil through the process called infiltration. Some of the water also runs off the surface or seeps into the ground, which may later be seen as a groundwater. Eventually, the water reaches the ocean, which are largest water body and the biggest source of water vapor. So the last step is collection or storage, means the rainwater collecting in sea, rivers, lakes or underground. Again, this process will repeat again and again. That's why it is called water cycle. You can see here in the diagram, the first step is evaporation, then condensation, then precipitation, and finally collection or storage or runoff. So, you know that earth water exists as solid, liquid and gas. So actually what is water? So how we can discuss? So weather. Weather is the result of how water, air and temperature interact. The temperature of air in atmosphere affects the type of precipitation that falls. Usually we know that as rain, but sleet is rain that has frozen on its way to earth. But snow may form when the air in atmosphere is very cold. But a thunderstorm can happen when a warm, moist air rises quickly into the much cooler air. So this time a thunderstorm may happen. So these are other type of weather that relate to water cycle. A thunderstorm you can see. Now, long period of rainfall or heavy storm can cause flooding. This is another effect of water cycle. Drought is a long period of dryness with little or no precipitation. If there is no rain or no precipitation, what is the effect is a drought. See here. Now, climate is the pattern of weather in a place over many years. Some places have wet climate, other places have dry climate. So, what is water cycle? So this is about all about our lesson. If you have any doubt, you are very much welcome to send message to WhatsApp or Pearson account or in our Schoology account. Thank you all.